The Last of Us 2 getting announced before E3. This is the Raptor News reactions on the latest gaming news brought to you by Shinobi 602 over on NEOGAF. This is interesting stuff, guys, because this kind of confirms that The Last of Us 1 is in development and is coming, and 2 is sooner here than we thought. Let's unpack this news. So, if you're not familiar with the Shinobi guy, well, he is really legit. Let's look at some previous things he done. In May 2014, he spoke about sounds unique, has some lush environments, robot dinos, other weird exotic creatures, red-headed female protagonist. What? 2014, this was a year before the reveal of Horizon, and this is of course about Horizon. He knew that this was the game from Guerrilla Games. Then fast forward to April this year, where Shinobi talks about God of War 4 before it is announced April 4th, and of course it was announced in June at the E3. So this guy knows Sony stuff, that one is certain. So let's go back, shall we? In the comments under my PlayStation experience new games are coming video, you can watch that on the channel right now. Flaco9042 said Last of Us 2 announcements coming soon from Shinobi, and he linked me to this image. And why this is interesting, because I first saw this NeoGAF forum post. So it looks like the game is getting announced before E3 2017, according to a post from a very trustworthy NeoGAF insider, Shinobi. In response to a post from a user suggesting that The Last of Us 2 would appear at E3 2017, I thought that that was the case as well. He said, maybe you don't have to wait that long. Let's go to his quote. Here he says that, maybe you don't have to wait that long. That is a tease, and he probably knows stuff. So this is probably the case. And if we look at, okay, what is before E3 where they could do this, where it would make a huge splash? Okay, they can do their own event. They can totally do their own event for The Last of Us 2. Would make a lot of sense, but then it will not be a surprise. Hey, you guys, we're going to do a new event, and there will be a bunch of guys from Naughty Dog. Come over, please. So a lot of people will come over, obviously, but anyway, that will not be the surprise announcement. No. What is interesting here is that the PlayStation experience seems like a good fit, and I think it's very hard to think that that is the case, because of course there are a lot of rumors, pretty big rumors floating around that we will see Uncharted 4 story DLC. Already made a bunch of videos about that, so they will probably announce that. They've been working on that for very long. It's time. It will launch probably in Q1 2017, maybe April at latest. Anyway, it will be soon. But Naughty Dog is not working on. They have a huge studio. They're not all working on this DLC. When some people were like bug testing Uncharted 4, when they were finishing Uncharted 4, not everyone was just sitting around waiting for the next project to hit. No, they were doing stuff already. They were probably making Last of Us 2. I already made a video about what like the rumor history of The Last of Us was. One of those things was of course that a guy on LinkedIn said in 2014 that he was working on The Last of Us. Then he moved to Avalanche Studios to work on Just Cause, but he worked for 1 month on The Last of Us 2 in 2014. Then Nolan North, the voice of Drake, in a panel said in 2015 that yes, Naughty Dog was working on The Last of Us 2. So makes a lot of sense that they've been working on it alongside Uncharted 4. Of course, Uncharted 4 had some trouble development. Amy Haddock, like the girl that made that created the Uncharted franchise, that the mind behind it, left. She went to EA to make a Star Wars game. So Neil and Bruce had to take it over, and Neil and Bruce are of course known for the first The Last of Us. So it might be that The Last of Us 2 got delayed in the production phase, but that it still went and went while the others were finishing Uncharted 4. So to unpack Shinobi a little bit, because I totally trust this guy. Like I said, he was right many times before, so why not trust him? Where can this be? They have PlayStation experience, then E3. That's like normally the case. Maybe they will do another sort of hardware reveal event. Maybe they will go face to face with the Scorpio. Maybe I'm sounding weird now, but I can't think of another, like, they have GDC of course, but that's not really game focused. That's of course more hardware focused. I think it's really hard. If you have any idea, let me know in the comments below. I'm sure you guys have some awesome ideas on when could the game then be announced. To have a tease at the PlayStation Experience would of course be huge, but why do it at the PlayStation Experience? I think doing it at E3 would make a way bigger splash and would also combat Microsoft with the Scorpio. Although showing a tease at the PlayStation Experience and then gameplay at the PlayStation or at E3 would also make sense. We of course also have the Game Awards. And what is funny is that Jeff Keighley, of course the guy that's hosting the Game Awards, where they of course have nominees, they give away some prizes, but also have some pretty awesome gameplay reveals for many, sometimes new games. We will see, for example, Mass Effect Andromeda gameplay there. So that's super interesting. Will The Last of Us 2 be there? I mean, last year they had Uncharted 4 reveals. And The Last of Us 1 was revealed during the Video Game Awards. And suddenly Jeff Keighley, the host of the Video Game Awards, is teasing this. Some amazing stuff coming together last minute for the Game Awards next week. Man, stop teasing. It's insane, it's super interesting. I don't want to hype too much because I still don't believe that The Last of Us 2 will be at the PlayStation Experience. But on the other hand, Shinobi has never been wrong. So I think it will be a different event. Something like that. Something that they will do before E3 to combat the Scorpio somehow. Something else than a PlayStation Experience. I don't know what it will be, but I think it's hard to believe that Sony will drop the bomb during this sort of PlayStation fan club, PlayStation fan show. Not a lot of people will watch it. Probably the Xbox guys will not even pay attention. They will watch the E3, but not this one. So I don't know if it's smart for Sony to drop the bomb here and not at E3, but on the other hand, it's Shinobi. So let me know when you think The Last of Us 2 will be announced. I will be on top of the PlayStation Experience, as I told you many times before, so be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on reactions, theories, breakdowns, everything from the show. December 3rd it will go live, and on December 4th, it will still be live for the people that are there, but all the interesting announcements will be over. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching, like the video if you did, and I will speak to you next time. Goodbye. Stop teasing, Jeff. I will watch your goddamn show, but stop teasing. I mean, he has to do something, right, to lure some people to his stream. I will watch it anyway and do a reaction on the announcement, but some amazing stuff. And he's critiquing like No Man's Sky for hyping his shit. He better have something awesome. He better have The Last of Us. Although it would be hard to believe that he would have The Last of Us and it would not be shown at the PlayStation Experience. It's insane. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching.